Well, I think it worked. Okay. Hi, sweetheart. Trying to get the lighting right. There ain't no lighting. Barely. Anyway, wanted to give you an important lesson. I'm being bossy today. It's called Kratom 101. And here we have a plate. And here's my current bag of capsules, which you don't want to stare at. A Chinese man. He worked for this company that makes these things. And he whispered to me once, he said, "Don't tell anybody, but the vegetarian capsules are always animal ones." So, Pure Gen X. If you wish. Size 00. Anyway, here's what I would do. No, I want to show you these first. Okay. I've got a number of them, and it's important to have a variety of them. Excuse me. It's important to have a variety of them because you want to be continually alternating. I don't know what I'm doing. Continually alternating because, like coffee, these are addictive. Okay? But my God, nobody like a cigarette. It's addictive, etc., etc. Oh, it's addictive. Oh, well, that's why I never got a pain drip when I had my neck worked on and had the 4 pieces out of my hip made into little discs and put in there with a metal plate and 8 screws. Got a slice from here to here. He pulls aside my esophagus and puts in and keeps me in the hospital an extra day because he wouldn't give me a pain drip because he said I might get addicted. Jesus Christ. I remember seeing my mother sitting there while I was barfing in the nurse's face, trying to swallow these huge pills after having had neck surgery and my esophagus ripped to the side. Oh, these demons inside the mainstream medical industrial complex. Oh, they've got me. They're not going to get me completely, though. I don't know what to do with this light. Oh, all right. There are 3 kinds of veins, 3 kinds of plants from the coffee family. They have big leaves, big, beautiful green leaves, and they dry them out in the sun and they wash them and clean them and test them for E. coli, and they somehow grind them up into the texture of powdered sugar. Like, for example, my super green Melee, which I told you about. Mitragaya. Mitragaya.com. The Mitra is for the, let's see, Mitagina speciosa. is the Latin name for kratom. Kratom. So they have a good bag. And you pour some on the plate. I'm trying to get... You can see my fat belly. Pour some on the plate. And be careful that you don't go spilling it over. Okay, now I got way too much there. But anyway, what Ellen would do with this is take her teacup, or no, just take a glass of water. I happen to have this funky water here. And put this somehow, let's see, we do it in different ways. Most people, when they're going to slush it like this, they put it in a piece of paper and fold it in, half so that makes it like a funnel, and she dumps it, they dump it down their throats, just like, oh, and then quick, a great big, and then and swallow it down. Or you can put it into the water and stir a lot, because I don't know what, it doesn't absorb water well, and it stays on the top dry like powdered sugar, or it doesn't melt down into it. So you have to really stir it a lot, and then do a big chug-a-lug, and take it down. Now that will be, I might even try that. I've never tried it yet. I've been too scared. But you just toss it down, like they do in the bar, with an ounce of tequila. Like, bleh, and then wash it down with the beer, right? Same thing here. Bleh, wash it down with the water. Lots of water. Okay? I've thrown up at one point because it took too much water, and just anything can go on. So the first time you try, but I think the best way is to stir it up in the water and then drink it up fast, and in one slug, and then wipe out the cup like that, the rest of it. So you get the whole dose. Her first dose should be a teaspoon, a level teaspoon of this. Okay? A level teaspoon is 4.3 grams, right? Now, that would make about 2 or 3 of my gelatin capsules. And that's a good place to start, because you will take it, and if nothing happens, then the next time you have a dose, you take another gram, for example. I would take another of these, I'd add it, make it a 4, just add a few, just little by little, until you find your right spot, and then stay on that as you'd like for a few days. But then start changing it out, because it will start getting you addicted. Just like to coffee, it's no big deal. And coming off it is no big deal either. If you had to go through withdrawal symptoms, geez, oh Pete, compared to what you're taking now, I guess I'm talking to Ellen. Anyway, that Suboxone thing. Oh, I've read people trying to go off that. Oh my God. And that's supposed to save people's lives. Oh, the big pharma scam. It's slime. Oh, and this is nourishing. It's a green plant, and it was meant for us on God's earth. I mean, they're all around us. But the big pharma just grab up anything, and they will extract an alkaloid from it and make a pill out of it and make a patent on it. And if you're caught with this and off to jail for 20 years, what this does is it reacts. I haven't got the language for it, but it is a way to stop it. I don't want to eat when I've taken it. I have to force myself to eat. And it's best to take it on an empty stomach, by the way. You know, as I told Joe, and I'm telling him again, please take it 4 hours before or after any kind of synthetic drug. Now, I'm not talking about weed, I'm not talking about cigarettes, or I'm not talking about, I wouldn't do alcohol. Ugh. Just stay away. Stay away from everything if you can, And within 4 hours, then go ahead and take your regular dose of your painkiller so that your doctor knows, that they'll check your blood and make sure you've got that, because they don't know even to look in the blood for this. And so don't worry about that. It's gone back and forth as far as it's being banned. Now they're trying to ban it from coming into the ports of California, along California, especially because they come from Indonesia, the Indonesian area, Malaysia and Indonesia, Borneo, I think it is. There are three, I'm talking too much. There are three varieties within this coffee family. One is white, one is red, one is green. The white one is for more, the white leaves laid out and dried and ground up into sugar also look this color, slightly less, and is more for energy. However, it is not the kind of jittery energy you get from coffee. It's just more a functioning one, which I am now functioning. Even though I've got PTSD. Number 2, the green. The green, my baby. Where's my baby? I showed it to you already. Oh, Super Green Melee. Poured it out. There's my backup pack. That's 250 grams. Here's a nice little one from a company. You have to make sure you go to a reputable company which will test these for E. coli. And this is a place where I recently got white ketapang. Now, as I said, that always picks you up, but one will immediately feel it's just amazing. I would suggest, Ellen, taking, like I said to Joe, take the green Melee as your mainstay, because it is known to have, all the greens have Euphoria as their highest quality. The super green Malay is the one that has the highest amount of their alkaloids or something like that, that attach to opioids, and that's why they get into the banning it. It's an opioid, I'm not sure what the difference is, but they're playing on that difference and playing on that, I don't know. So anyways, that you will immediately feel completely relieved of depression. Completely. And you will be completely free of pain. Now, I would take within the greens, as you can see on the back of each of these packages. Can you see green? I can't see anything. Yes. See the green? And then there's the whites. And then there are the reds. And under that I'm not going to try any of these. They double them up, they extract. I'm not sure. But there are more reds down there and gold. Yeah, they'll get yellow, some yellow Vietnam, just a few of those. But the main ones, and they're more calming, very calming, and just very mild. It's called yellow Vietnam. So this one is 100 grams. And it is white vein Meng Da. Now, MD, white vein MD. Now, Meng Da means fermented. And it's especially if you have pain. So you want to function well and you want to be without pain, you take your teaspoon of this. It's a good alternation from taking a break from super green Malay for a day or so. You take this, so then you lose your tolerance, for the super green Malay. And you can switch. Or the red is if you are in level 11 pain. Level 11 pain. And you're hurting so much that life is not worth living. And red Meng Da, there are several of them, will just put you on the couch and you'll just sleep through the whole thing. So it's the couch potato. I don't have any red. I had one, but it's like, well, if I'm in pain, that's the best thing. That's the best thing. And look what you're doing to your body. You're not taking at least one of those horrible synthetic things that are doing all this junk to your body you don't even know. From a plant, another simple plant. But we don't know everything, and I don't know everything. I have, see where that's blacked in there? I have some yellow Vietnam, and I sprinkled in my last super green Malay intermixed with that. I just got this to do an alternation. Green Brunet, if you can see that. Green Brunet, I guess. That's, it's nice. It's okay. And I showed you the white vein Meng Da. Here I have green mangda, which brings up, and when I'm hurting, I would take this green mangda. It's constipating for me. Every single one of these, there are so many different kinds. Speciosa, Mitragina speciosa. Mitra, Gyna, speciosa, Speciosa. Sometimes that's a code word. Check at the beginning when you go to this site, because on the Mitragina site, then you'll have to search for powder. There's a scroll down sheet for powder. They change their sites a lot because the FDA is after them. But I go onto that thing and I order. They've got samplers where you can spend. How much was a sampler? It was like $30. And there were 5 packs with 1 ounce, not grams. It was in ounce. And that's 23.8 grams. Okay. And you would initially be taking 4.38 grams per dose, say 2 times a day. Always alternating with your synthetic painkiller. Always alternating and putting distance. And drinking lots of water. Lots of water. Just keep washing. You're going to be peeing so many times. And you're going to feel bloated like you're going to have a baby. But you ain't. You're too old like me. And I know, because Joe's older than me. I wish I could meet you, Alan. I really do. You have such a wonderful husband. He's a dear, dear friend for life and beyond. We were just talking about karmic connections. There are certain people in your life you just keep going on and on and on and on with. Oh, check out my snazzy bracelet. I've fallen and I can't get up. Boy, right. Yeah. I've got a mental alert. And my mommy won't even come over when I'm having an emergency. Like, she leaves me when I have strokes. And she leaves me on the floor. Oh, the trauma is much helped by knowing that I am helping myself. I'm nourishing my body by taking this. And one thing that will help it, that is supposed to increase, to potentiate, they call it potentiate. In other words, bring it to its highest potential. A potentiator is turmeric. And you can buy turmeric, or you have some, and put in just, one of these 00 capsules. That amount. It's a sprinkle. If you put it in your drink, ugh. But, the turmeric is not so bad. But this is rather bitter. And I can taste it, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. And oddly enough, now don't be freaked out about this, I keep finding hairs in here. And these hairs, I believe, come from animals who are passing through these bushes and eating the leaves because it makes them feel good. and they're not human hairs. And so don't be freaked out. It's been cleaned. It's fine. I've been doing this for 4 months now. About 4 months, 3 or 4 months. Yeah. And there are other people on YouTube. There's so many things on YouTube that you can watch about dosing and different kinds of reviews of different types of kratom. But you can get a sampler for a very small amount. It's like $30. And you can choose 5 little 1-ounce containers and keep trying this one and that one and this one and that one. You can even take notes on how you feel and how long it takes to hit you or whatever. And from there, go back to the site and they'll have another. I just bought my set from myself of 3 of the 250 milligram bags. They're $30 each. This is $30, and that's expensive. There's another place, that Viable Solutions I showed you, $20. And so anyways, it's not much, but I got 3 bags of them, 2 super green Malays and 1 of the green Brunei to alternate with. So that's the story, and I hope it helps. And I too have woken and screamed in the middle of the night. It is the most painful thing I've ever felt. And I went to the emergency room. I was howling in pain. But it came from my neck, and it was referred pain down my shoulder. Might want to take a look at your neck if you're still in pain. Get a good spine doctor just to take some x-rays of your neck. So anyway, it's only 12:43 on Sunday here. And you all are what, 9:43. Hours and hours before you sleep. That's hours and hours in the deep. What is that poem? I'm just talking because I don't have many people to talk to. And it was so nice of you to call, Joe. Thank you so much, darling. And Ellen, I just love your guy. Oh, he's the sweetest. He's the sweetest. And he's so tired now. I just heard that old raspy voice. Man, you guys got to move inland. Pagosa Springs in Colorado. Just before you go over the border to New Mexico. Southern Central Colorado. Pagosa Springs. Hot mineral baths. Places to ride horses. Come on, make the move. I'll meet you there if you do. And my father and my sister and my brother and his wife and my father's third wife, they'll meet us there too. Because they live in Fort Collins, which is just up the way. Good night, folks.